Bonel Balingit, medyo malayo pa siya. Ay, binigay ni Gamboa yung baseline.
Gamboa was expecting Bonel to want.
Let's do it. Inside to Boy. Ano yun?
Offensive foul, very clearly.
Using his left arm to ward off. Here's Hawkins to Carriazo. And they want Carriazo to take the shot, and he obliges.
Oh, that's one of the moves that.
There's a super Boca seal tapal by Noli Locsin on Daniel Defonso. Carriazo pulls up with a.
Feeling it.
Yes, that's another three-point shot. Back with us here at the Phil Sports Arena sa Pasig City para po sa pag-umpisa ng labanang ito ng San Miguel Beer at ng Tanduay Gold. On your screens, the Quick Tide starters. Brought to you by Quick Tide, all-in-one glue technology by Loctite.
Well, no surprises there for the Tanduay Rhum Masters. But, of course, as expected for San Miguel, you are not seeing Danny Siegel. That's why we're seeing the seldom used Henry Fernandez, who has only played one game, a total of 1 minute so far in this All-Filipino Cup.
Ganun lang, nalalaro niya, ha?
Yes, and now he's a starter.
Kita mo nga naman ang gulong ng palad, ha?
Well, wala rin kasi hindi pa 100% yan si Dwight Lago, as much as he would be put in that starting position by Coach Jong Chico, but siyempre ayaw niya maubusan ng pang-ikot sa bench, no? Kukunti na lang sila doon. If you look at the bench of San Miguel, they've got 4 guys in uniform, which is
yun lang natira.
Velasco, Duat, Lago, and Mente. So expect all 9 of these beermen to share a lot of minutes in tonight's ballgame.
Well, you heard Coach Jong Chico earlier in the primary say that they'd like to get those 9 wins.
Yes.
That's the number that they'd like to post going into the quarterfinal round to give them a chance for the top slot in the quarterfinals of the All-Filipino Cup for the 2001 season of the PBA.
Well, you know, as we've mentioned, the last outing for San Miguel will be against Mobiline, and comparative naman para sa Shell, kalaban pa nila ang Pure Food. So, the ratings are going. San Miguel has a pretty good chance of making it dahil hindi ganong kalakasan ang mga susunod na kakalabanan nila. Unlike Shell's facing a red-hot Pure Foods team.
That's right. Dean de Pomaran missed on the 3-point try. Narito ngayon ng San Miguel. Olsen Racela. Fernandez to Gamboa. Here's Ildefonso inside against Balingit. A fall away by Daniel Defonso, eluding Bonel Balingit.
But I'm sure ganado itong si Daniel Defonso to again come out with a big game against Tanduay, knowing that no real big man is a big threat to him defensively, as like that play. He took Bonel Balingit from the outside and took that ball on the floor.
Samantala, Jeffrey Carriazo against Olsen Racela. And he drills it in on the jumper from left quarter court. 2-all ang ating score. Dito po sa ating first quarter. Kung nagtataka po kayo at kabubukas nyo lang, bakit ganito lang nag-uumpisa? Dito pa lamang nag-uumpisa ng larong ito. Well, nag-overtime po tayo sa ating first game. Hotly contested match there between Batang Red Bull Thunder and Santa Lucia Realty. Yan po naging score in overtime.
And as you saw, Luel Briones, best player of the game, 12 points, 4 assists.
Ooh. And Henry Fernandez has always been known to be a scorer, a shooter. Pure shooter yan si Henry Fernandez.
And you know, take this, even though he's only played 1 minute and he has not scored in this conference, alam nyo ba na ang career high nitong si Henry Fernandez is 30 points. So this guy can really light it up. He's been around. He's been with Pop Cola, with Pure Foods.
Pure Foods. Oh.
Now he's donning his San Miguel Beer jersey, and I'm sure they're expecting him to chip in the points here today, knowing that he is a very good shooter from the outside.
Well, he just did on the 4th point of San Miguel Beer to give them a 2-point lead. Dito po sa ating first quarter, 9 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the opening period. Bonel Balingit, medyo malayo pa siya. Ay, binigay ni Gamboa yung baseline.
Gamboa was expecting Bonel to want to go towards the middle, pero sobra naman binigay yung baseline.
Ang luwang no? Parang tatlong elepante, pwede pumasok doon
At yung kasing lapat nga ng elepante na si Bonel, kasyang-kasya, with room to spare.
Yeah. Olsen Racela. Danny Ildefonso takes an outside shot. He'll be short with it. Wong Hawkins para sa rebound. Here's Dindo Pumarin to Jeffrey Carriazo. Nice crossover dribble. At hinamon yun ni Henry Fernandez at ni Freddy Abuda. And the ball is tapped away.
Well, this is going to be a tough matchup tonight for Olsen Rosella. He's not used to guarding tough scorers like Jeffrey Carriazo. Sanay lang yan na bumabantay na yung point guard ng kalaban, which in our league today, there's no real dominant scoring point guard. And unlike Jeffrey Carriazo, who plays a two-guard, and the way he's been scoring lately, mukhang mapapagod ng si Olsen. It might affect his offense, considering they also need him badly on the offensive end.
Well, ano natin si Jeffrey naman can also score from both within and without.
Yes.
Ito medyo nagmadali naman si Bonel Balingit. He wanted to do the same thing.
Same thing.
He thought he could do the same thing all over again, pero medyo nag-apura. And the trampling violation was called. 4-all score here between San Miguel and Tanduay. Daniel Defonso. Binigay kay Olsen Rosella to Henry Fernandez. Fernandez wants to keep clear pero hindi makatira. Daniel Defonso. The kick out to Olsen Rosella. Nothing but net. So lamang na naman ang San Miguel ng 2 at 6-4. Bong Hawkins got it to Noli Locsin. Labang kay Freddy Abuda. Locsin inside. Out to Pumarin. Bong Hawkins with a good fake. And the curl. Oh, and one.
I mean, you see that move a lot by most of our young players nowadays, but not that suave, no? Not as quick as it can normally be done. But itong si Bong Hawkins, really one of the smartest forwards in the league today. Just going around Ildefonso, who gambled for that steal and finding a lane straight to the basket.
And you're looking at the slow-mo brought to you by PLDT. Text 135. If you can't say it, text it. For free activation, call 171. It is now 7-6 in favor of Tanduay. Off the three-point play by Bong Hawkins. Narito si Daniel Defonso. Oops. Traveling call.
Although I was expecting to see whether Danny would have used that screen of Olsen. That was really interesting. Sabi ni Olsen, bibigyan niya ng pick and roll tong si Danny Ildefonso. At I wonder what would have happened if Balingit would have banged right into Olsen right there.
Wawa naman tao.
Oh,
ayan si Carriazo, the Jet, missing it. Pero si Noli Locsin nandun for the trail. And Tanduay posts a three-point lead at 9-6. Ildefonso. Biglang tumira. Yes.
Yun. Well, Bonel will really normally give him that much room because may advantage nga tong si Ildefonso sa bilis. So Danny will have that medium range shot more often than he would normally get.
He's had 2 of those already.
Padalawa na siya sa labas.
Oh. Meanwhile, a loose ball out of bounds in favor of San Miguel. Isa lang ang kalamangan ng Tanduay at 7 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the first period. Olsen Rosella directing operations para sa San Miguel. Here's Henry Fernandez. Pagkatanggap, tira agad. Talagang mukhang pinag-usapan nila Olsen at ni Henry yun.
Well, you know, this even could be a good opportunity for San Miguel na kumbaga coming out party of Henry Fernandez, a guy that could be very useful and very instrumental in the quarters and in the semis if need be to go deep into the bench of San Miguel.
Ito yan, and you're not really giving up too much when you put in Henry Fernandez because he can deliver on those outside shots, and that PLDT IDD shot by Carriazo. Remember, a trip for 2 to Hong Kong is just a PLDT IDD call away. Join PLDT IDD's Hello Billy, Hello Hong Kong promo. See posters and print ads for details.
Wow, looks like San Miguel has woke up on the right side of the bed. Lahat ng outside shots. Ang ganda ng mga stroke nila ngayon. Olsen, Henry Fernandez, even Daniel Defonso.
That's right, and another PLDT IDD long distance shot there. This time from Olsen Rosella.
That's right.
Traveling on Noli Locsin. San Miguel with a 1-point lead at the halfway mark of the first period. 13-12 po ang ating score. Again, Olsen Rosala calling out the play. Para sa San Miguel, nalabas si Henry Fernandez. Here's Danny Ildefonso. Pwede Buda nag-alangan. Ildefonso will take the shot. And look at Carriazo go. Ito sinasabi natin si Jeffrey Carriazo is a vital part of the Tanduay campaign. He does a lot of things on the court. Aside from the intangibles, no?
Yes.
Because he cannot, not scores. He doesn't just score, but he rebounds, he gives out assists.
And he defends very well too.
Right.
Just in that play, he picked up the offensive foul coming from Danny Ildefonso because he was really sticking to Henry Fernandez like glue.
Samantala with 5 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's a 1-point lead for San Miguel Beer over Tanduay. Score is 13-12. We have this timeout. Dr. Trusted Alaksan, number 1 sa sakit na katawan, doble bisa, doble galing. During the timeout, an early substitution was made by Coach Jong Wichiko. Inilabas si Arnold Gamboa at ipinasok naman si Nick Velasco.
Well, you know, if you see Daniel Ildefonso taking a lot of those outside shots, wala nang rebounder sa loob, no? And itong si Gamboa, not as a good rebounder as Velasco. So he wants him there for second chance opportunities. As you see Jeffrey scoring again coming off that screen.
That's the 7th point by Jeffrey Carriazo for Tanduay. And he puts the Rum Masters on top by 1. And Bonel Baling it with the rebound. 4 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Tony looks inside pass. I don't exactly know if that was intended for Jeffrey.
Well, it was, but it's a little too strong. And another pass that tama lang yung lakas, pero yung pag-akyat after it bounced didn't come up as high as Olsen would have expected it to, kaya hindi yun naabot. At hindi na nakapagyuko ng gusto itong si Nick Velasco.
14-13 pa na nating score in favor of Tanduay Gold. Narito si Jeffrey Carriazo against Olsen Rosala, the pull-up jumper. Wala. And nobody there for Tanduay for the rebound. Olsen Rosala to Danny Ildefonso. Bigla na naman tumira si Danny galing sa labas. And
that's what we were saying. More hustle inside there. If everybody's in the perimeter, Fernandez, Ildefonso, and Rosella, only one guy inside needed to get those boards, and it's this guy, Nick Velasco.
And he cuts underneath. Got a pass from Henry Fernandez. Nick Velasco with his first 2 points of the game. At ang San Miguel na naman ang nasa kalamangan at 15-14. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first period. Bong Hawkins titira ng 3. Nope. And Dindo Pumarang gets to it. Inside to Boy. Ano yun?
Offensive foul. Very clearly.
Using his left arm to ward off.
Correct. And Velasco really had established his position there.
Kita-kita yun eh.
Ito, tingnan natin kung paano nasagasaan ng Elepante.
Yun.
Alright.
Slow-mo brought to you by PLDT. Text 135. If you can't say it, text it. For free activation, call 171. Meron pa tayo 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first period. 15-14 pa rin ang ating score. San Miguel up by 1. Daniel Ildefonso trying to get around the defense. Zaldi Realubit is being pointed to.
Well, that's the first time we saw San Miguel go to the low post in this ballgame. Ngayon lang dahil wala si Badingit sa loob, and it's either Realubit or Hawkins checking Ildefonso. So just goes to show the respect that Coach Jong Chico had for Badingit taking up the space inside.
Samantala, wild scramble there for the loose ball. It'll stay with San Miguel.
2 seconds on the shot clock.
2 segundo na lang. 2 seconds na natitira para sa San Miguel Beer. In this play. Catch and shoot dapat yun, pero nabitawan ni Dwight Lago and Jeffrey Carriazo. Starts the break for Tanduay. Pumaren off to Realubit. Here's Hawkins to Carriazo. And they want Carriazo to take the shot, and he obliges.
Well, that's one of the moves that Jeffrey Carriazo has really mastered through the years. He goes very strong to the baseline, but he sees if his defender has cut him off, It's an automatic spin move. And with the weight shift that he has, he's right there in front of the basket.
Meanwhile, Dwight Lago couldn't get the ball to go down on that baseline drive. Parang nag-alangan siya ron eh. O, narito ngayon si Jeffrey Carriazo. They're up by 1 at 16-15. Noni looks in to Bong Hawkins. Got a good look. Wala. Also Rosella brings it up para sa San Miguel. Here's Nick Velasco. Daniel Defonso to Bong Hawkins jockeying for position. The give and go. A pass intended for Nick Velasco and Jeffrey Carriazo. Medyo nakialam. At tatawagan po ng foul.
Well, Jeffrey tried his luck there as that pass was not really as exact as should have been.
Alright, so ang ating score mga kaibigan sa kasalukuyan, lamang pa rin ang Tanduay goal ng isa, 16-15 over San Miguel Beer. We have a timeout.
Seconds on the shot clock.
14 seconds on the shot clock of San Miguel. Nasa loob na rin si Robert Duat para sa San Miguel at itong si Joey Mente ito, no? Andito rin sa loob. Oh.
And this is the guy that, of course, expected he will play today. He's played in 5 games. His average is 1 minute per game. And with Boy Bits Victoria not there to back up Olsen, Mente will see a lot of minutes tonight.
Naubusan na ng shot clock on San Miguel Bears. So reminding you, only 14 seconds were left on the shot clock of San Miguel. Coming off that timeout. 1 minute and 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. 1-point lead para sa Tanduay Gold. Dindo Pumaren from the outside. The 3-point shot is no good.
And we'll see if the second unit's backcourt tandem of Mente and Rob Duat can be as efficient as Olsen Rosella and Henry Fernandez were. No, kanina, they hit their shot from the outside. Tignan natin kung mapapatuloy nila to.
Dwight Lago, well, there's your answer from Dwight Lago with a PLDT IDD long distance shot. And a trip for 2 to Hong Kong is just a PLDT IDD call away. Join PLDT IDD's Hello Billy, Hello Hong Kong promo. See posters and print ads for details.
Well, yun ang mismo, no? Dahil karamihan nga ng puntos ngayon ng San Miguel has not been in the inside. It's all been outside shots.
Carriazo says, you were saying?
Parang namaga ata yung ring eh, no? After that overtime game, no first game, sabi ng ring, sige, lalakihan ko na sarili ko para maaga kayo makatapos.
Well, sa kasalukuyan, tabla tayo at 18. There's a super Boca seal tapal by Noli Locsin on Daniel Defonso. Carriazo pulls up with a...
Feeling it.
Yes, that's another 3-point shot. A PLDT IDD long distance shot by Jeffrey Carriazo. He has all of 14 points already. Wow. 14 of the 21 so far posted by Tanduay Gold. Ito ngayon si Daniel Defonso. Nick Velasco. Wala. Ildefonso gets the offensive rebound. Umangat. At merong foul na nakita si referee Kalungkagin sa ilalim o sa loob. Si Bong Hawkins ang tatawagan. Bibigyan po ng 2 charities si Danny Ildefonso.
Well, nangyari dun, no? Velasco took the outside shot and all 4 Tanduay players were underneath the basket, no, expecting that rebound. Pero if you take a long shot, of course, if it misses, more than likely it's going to be a long rebound. That's why Ildefonso had an easier time getting that as he was positioned outside of the paint.
And he makes the first. Siya nga pala, kanina binati ng mga kasama natin si Noli at si Kinito, ang ating Pangulo, si President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo on her birthday tomorrow. May text message tayo nito, gikan sa mga kaibigan ni GMA Southern Leyte Chapter. Maayong adlaw kuno sa imong adlaw ugma, GMA. Alam mo, marunong din magbisaya sa GMA because she grew up in Iligan. And she has, she speaks Visayan very fluently. Almost, you know, she's known as a Kapampangan. So happy birthday, man, sa ating beloved president. Meanwhile, First quarter's over between San Miguel and Tanduay Gold, and we find Tanduay on top in a seesaw battle so far at 21-20. We'll be back for the second period.